Let me introduce you to a country that might change your preconceptions. Welcome to Kazakhstan, a captivating land offering breathtaking scenery, a diverse culinary scene ranging from delectable dishes to less common fare like horse meat, and architectural marvels that rank among the world's most unique. It's a place often misunderstood, yet it boasts a rich culture and a modern nomadic society that has evolved significantly in recent years. Here is the Travel by Dart Kazakhstan edition, an incredible Central Asian tale born by the throw of a dart at the world map. Star Wars. My name is Soren. I throw darts at the world map and travel wherever they land, no matter how far or difficult it is. Besides traveling with me, I invite you to do whatever you love before it's too late and live a life with no regrets. My passion is travel by dart. After filming an episode in Cuba in magical cities like Havana and Santiago, I ended up in Trinidad, where I had to randomly choose my next destination.
Cuba is like a museum. You might find things here that you may not find anywhere in the world, which I love. However, time has come today to throw another dart at the world map, blindfolded, and go wherever it lands. I'm in a beautiful setting in Trinidad between two amazing classic cars. In the middle of the city, in the middle of the street, and I love this as well. Let's throw the dart at the map and go wherever it lands. Ready? Yeah. Recording? Good? Good. Whoa! That is Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. Who goes to Kazakhstan? I will. I don't even know anything about this country. I know a lot about a bunch of countries, but not about Kazakhstan. Probably they speak some sort of Russian. I have no idea if that's true or not, which makes it even more interesting. I landed in Almaty, which is the biggest city in Kazakhstan. About 2 million people, 1.9, and I'm planning to stay here a few days and then go to Astana, which is the capital of this country. I'm so excited to start this adventure, and I'm actually even more pumped because I knew nothing about Kazakhstan.
Those people who didn't know anything about Kazakhstan think that we are still part of, Russian, still like Russian-minded, Soviet, past-Soviet Union-minded people.
We're not thinking of changing the name of the country. Even Stan is confusing people a lot. But we're a completely safe country, welcoming, very with traditional high level of hospitality.
We have this kind of word. It's called warm. The citizens of Kazakhstan, they are W, Western educated, A, Asian looking, R, Russian speaking, M, Muslim. And altogether, this is the word called warm, because we are very warm, welcoming, and love people very much.
For example, in Almaty, we have approximately 120 nationalities, and we all live in one place. It's not about only Almaty again, it's about whole Kazakhstan.
There is no denying that most of Western people heard of Kazakhstan because of the movie called Borat, which was made about 20 years ago. However, while some admit that the movie put Kazakhstan on the map with the name, many people are disappointed and insulted by that movie. And what I mean by that is that the way a Kazakhstan citizen is portrayed, and I know it's a comedy, made a lot of people worldwide to think that Kazakh people are just like that. Supposedly a journalist that's supposed to be smart is that way. And most people don't see it as a comedy. They really thought and think that Kazakh people are like that, which is why this is the reason I'm here, to destroy that image.
We're not indigenous people living in the bush, let's put it this way. I don't want to offend anyone, but I think to some people we're still like, okay, people probably are riding still camels and living in yurts, etc.
Most of the Kazakh people thought brought a lot of bad reputation to its citizens. So I'm here to show you the beauty of this culture and its people. But first, let's enjoy Almaty and see what this city is all about. The food is absolutely incredible. Traveling to about 100 countries and eating in a lot of Michelin restaurants, I gotta tell you that they got nothing on this cuisine. It's somehow interesting because Michelin is not even in this region of the world, and I've eaten at Michelin restaurants that are so much lower quality than what I found here that I don't think that thing is real, or at least if they don't come here to give Michelin stars to a bunch of the restaurants in this country, then their credibility should be super low. And the first evening, Charyn and Camila took me out for dinner to discuss about what we'll have to do here. And we went to a place called Sandyq, which is a top-notch restaurant with live band. But live band with Kazakh music, and I had goosebumps just listening to that. We had a great evening, our little team. We actually discovered a lot of things in common, and I could say that we'll stay friends forever. We had an amazing meal.
3 types of dal.
I didn't even know what I liked most out of all those dishes. However, what some people may find weird is that here in Kazakhstan, people love to eat horse. And I know some Westerners may find that disgusting, or some may find it insulting even, but horse is just an animal like all the other ones. And the Kazakh people cook the horse in so many different ways. And I had it so far quite a few times that even when the waiter comes and asks what's for the main course, I'm not sure if he's asking about the main course or the main horse.
I like it.
What I had at Sandyq was horse stew. I'm telling you, was better than beef stew. And to me, it was cooked perfectly, and I didn't even know that horse could be this tasty.
Best thing I ever had.
Besides meat, besides food, I tried kumis. Kumis is, of course, horse milk.
Hummus. Hummus.
Hummus.
Isn't it a smoked version?
Not on my favorite list, but it's very acidic, very carbonated. I don't want to go any further with the description, but probably if I try it a few times, maybe I'll get my palate used to it. But for now, I don't think I'll try it again.
See, I can do this one. I got it straight.
Another interesting person I've met here in Almaty was Dina. Dina is a local guide that knows Almaty and Kazakhstan like no other. I went with her to Shymbulak resort. We had a spectacular day. She took me to Shymbulak and we really had a great day. Used the cable car to go to the top of the mountain. And what's really interesting was that it's very, very close to the city. Oh my God, like 7 minutes ago we were back in the city and now we're in a totally different town. We were in the city now, and half an hour away we're at the top of a mountain, really feeling like you're in Aspen, if you will, or Banff, Canada. Spectacular view of the mountains, a great experience. You feel the sun on your face, and the top quality ski resort.
The special, it's first of all, its location. It's right next to the city. It's just 11 kilometers to drive. Second, it's a small Switzerland for Almaty citizens. From the cable car, the range, the distance 4.5 kilometers. It's the longest one in Central Asia. I remember when I was 15, 17 years old, we were driving like with our friends here. We were eating sushi because there is a view of the city. It's nice and such a beautiful romance evening. But now it's not allowed to drive a car if it's diesel or petrol.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but if you have electric car, they will allow you to come here. Last year, Shymbulak ski resort was included in the Guinness Book of Records
For?
For the highest ski slope in the world.
Oh, do you know how long it is? So you said highest.
Highest, it starts from 3,200 meters, and totally, if you count all the slopes, 26 kilometers. Okay. Ah, yes, that was me. So, welcome to the highest point of the ski resort, where all the ski slopes begins, and we are on altitude 3,200 meters above sea level.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and tomorrow also I'm going to explain you during our trip. And tomorrow when you're going to spend the night in the yurt, I'll explain you some life hacks, how the nomads lived and survived.
After a tiring half of the day at Shymbulak, we decided to have lunch. And of course, we had to meet again with Charyn and the rest of the team. And this time around, we went to another top-notch restaurant. I've never been to anything like it because everything was made handmade according to the nomad culture. No color inside was striking. Even the music was customly made, and I've never been anywhere in the world that has something like this. I know there are places like that, but these guys, they even hired their own musicians to create the music for the food, for the mood, to enjoy a real experience and to really feel like you're in a nomadic, modern kind of world. The restaurant is called Auyl, and we had everything you want on the menu. So this is the main specialty here. It's a horse tartar. And I know for some people it may sound weird, but for me it sounds perfect. Not only because I'm hungry, but it has a lot of good stuff in it. Some aioli and some dry yolk on top. And you just have to squeeze the lemon on top and then you enjoy it. So I'm just gonna jump right into it and see how it is. Ooh. It doesn't even taste like a horse. It's so good.
Take a flatboard and with the tartar.
Makes a big difference. The aioli. Yeah. Not that you know, but.
Our kitchen, it's neo-nomadic dishes from Central Asia, and the famous dish in our restaurant, it's beshparmak. It's a traditional Kazakh dish.
Beshparmak, which means 5 fingers. Beshparmak could be made out of horse or beef, but what I had was beshparmak made out of 4 different parts of the horse.
And for your attention, this is a traditional food is beshparmak, 4 types of horse meat. And this one, red smoked chest meat from horse. And this one is called like jayma in Kazakh. It's meat from leg. And this one is called like Kazakh. This one is shizhev on the bone. And cooking also from chest, but cooking is differently. In the center is a sweet onion, called like have a name, Sandyq. And when we're serving, we took a bone like that.
So here they even make their own knives, which are customly done for every single dish. And if you look closer, they have a specific texture and shape, which again was done for every single dish that you're serving here and needs a knife. Very well done.
That's why it never spread around the world. So right now, it's enjoying its renaissance, and we're adding this new twist of fine dining, this new twist of modernity to our neo-nomadic cuisine.
Cooking with oil from Lazyjan is Asian pepper. Sauce from also from marrow-bone, carrots, and onion.
I didn't have bone marrow in like 25 years. And in 2 days in Kazakhstan, I had it twice. And it just melts in your mouth, warms your body. I think I'll just have a new favorite.
So altogether, I think we're trying to showcase to the world that nomads are still here. Come and join us in a pretty modern settings, but you get the feeling, you get the spirit of nomads. You can always try and go stay overnight in a yurt, eat very authentic food, you can cook for yourself, you can go and see eagle hunting shows and all horseback riding, whatever nomads did in the past. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you'll find yourself in a comfortable sleep at the hotel or enjoying spa or a nightlife, let's put it this way.
Almaty is a, let's say, interesting city. The air in Almaty and the water are top-notch quality, mostly because of the mountains. And one cool thing I've learned here is that the streets of Almaty are made in parallel, so the fresh air, actually when it goes through the whole city, is not blocked by the buildings. So being built smartly that way, all streets in parallel, it would make a lot of sense, and it was made like that for the quality of living, so people get to breathe that fresh air all the time, and it's not blocked by any buildings or any other establishments that, you know, could stop the wind and the fresh air from going through the city and help the citizens live a better life. Oh, yes.
Here is like a really nice place.
Alma Ata, it means in translation, the father of the apples. Essentially, a long time ago, this area was so popular for great, great apples, unusually big. And apparently, I was told that some apples were almost one kilogram, like 900 grams in weight. And now, because of course, the modern world and construction of the buildings and infrastructure, now an apple is not getting to that weight, but they're still tasty, they're still big, and everywhere you go in the city, you'll see Apple logos. So it's some sort of another big apple, like the little brother of New York. I liked Dina. Dina said, you know, Almaty is cool, but let's go in the countryside. And when I asked, okay, tell me what are we gonna do? She said, a must-do in Kazakhstan, and especially if you're in Almaty, is the Charyn Canyon. Charyn Canyon is the little brother of the Grand Canyon in US, or so they say, but Dina says something else.
So Charyn, welcome to the Valley of Castle. And can you imagine, over like 30 million years ago, here was a ocean, Tethys Ocean, which was covered most of the territory of the Central Asia, and this was the bottom. And then in this like millions and millions years, natural erosion creates sedimentary of rocks, which you can see around. Here is a red canyon, here is a black canyon, this is a basalt rocks, volcanic rocks, which is growing. Yeah, and all the beautiness is in one place. So now we're enjoying our safari trip.
The biggest surprise I've had was that while we were going down in the canyon with this cool Soviet truck, and we all had fun, I was there with a group of younger people, and then when we got to the end of it and we started walking around, all these young kids that were in the car with us, which I thought they're also tourists, they started changing. So they changed into some costumes, and they took out some instruments, and they were a band that were playing traditional Kazakh music. they came there for me, for travel by dart, so they put together a performance by the river. I didn't know about it, it was full surprise. I couldn't believe it because Dina and the team at Visit Almaty and the National Tourist Board, they set this up from the beginning and they didn't tell me, only to get there and to be faced with a huge surprise that when I thought these guys are tourists, they started playing songs. And not only they were playing songs, that they were very entertaining. And it was one of those moments when I realized that I'm so lucky to do what I do and to do what I love, and also to get people along the way inspired and willing to help me in my journey. Thank you. The last night in Almaty had to be special. So I was invited at Janara's house where her mother and the whole family cooked a special meal that I was told is done usually for guests of high stature or the guests that they respect and they want to make sure that they feel like home. And when I got there, the whole family was waiting for us. We were late after our trip in the countryside, but they waited for us to eat. And as soon as we got in, a big plate of meat just come onto the table, and in front of me was a huge head of a sheep, like lamb. And I was told that they make that for our guests, and I wasn't sure how to even not eat it, but how to even start cutting it or what to do with it. Everybody was looking at me, smiling. They're like, "Oh, this guy never had such a thing before." So how do you cut this object here?
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
You can start from whatever part you like.
The tradition.
It's better to start with this area, I suppose.
And sure enough, I never had anything like that. Everybody was looking at me. They wouldn't even touch the food until I started cutting a little piece from that head. Interestingly enough, I'm allergic to lamb, so I couldn't have too much of it. I did try it anyway.
It is actually nice, right?
Start with the ears. But when I looked at what's on the table, that was food for 50 people. And they say, in the Kazakh tradition, the Kazakh culture, we always make not extra, but more than enough for days to come. And I kind of like that, lots of food, lots of laughter, lots of good times. And another surprise was that the ladies around the house started to sing. It was really a beautiful night, a perfect way to end my Almaty adventure in the right way, with a good vibe. So moving to Astana left me with great taste in my mouth that I've experienced one of the best cities in Asia, along with its people. The Kazakhstan adventure is about to get even better. Stay with me to learn how to live in a yurt and also to explore Astana, the capital city of this country. Not to mention that instead of throwing a dart at the world map, I wanted to immerse myself in the culture and chose my next destination through a different approach.